We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Hello all, let us continue our video lectures of structured query language. The major contents covered in this video would be how to create a table, how to describe a table, that is get its information, and how one can insert the data into a table. First, creating a table. The create table statement is used to create a new table in a database. The syntax is create table space table name in round parenthesis, column name space data type, comma, second column name space data type. The table name should be unique. It should start with an alphabet, must not match with the reserved keywords, and can be a combination of A to Z in upper as well as lowercase, numerals 0 to 9 and underscore, having maximum length up to 30 characters. Table and column name are not case sensitive, but if enclosed within double quotes, then they become case sensitive. The statement should be terminated with semicolon. Now let us create a table with 3 columns: account number, balance, branch name, with the respective data type of varchar2, number, and varchar2. So I created the table called account with 3 columns: account number with data type varchar2, size 5, balance with data type number, size 9, branch name with data type varchar2, size 10. After successful execution of the query, I get the output table created. Once the table is created and I want to get information about it, I can use the command called describe. The syntax would be describe space table name. So let me run the same command. Describe account. And it gives me details about the available column and its respective data type. Now let us see how we can insert data into this table. It is possible to write insert into statement in 2 ways. The first way specifies both the column names and the values to be inserted. That is, insert into space table name, in parenthesis the list of all column names, values, and finally the list of all values. Please note that there is one-to-one mapping between column name and value name. That is, value 1 will go into column 1, value 2 will go into column 2. These columns could be specified in any order. The second format specifies only values. That is, insert into space table name values, value 1, 2, 3, so on. Now, what is the difference between these two formats? In first format, you can specify the columns and their respective values in random order, whereas in the second format, you need to specify the values only in the order in which the columns are created. Otherwise, it will give you an error. Now let us insert the values shown in the table in our table account. Please note that character varchar, varchar2 and date data type are enclosed within single quotes before inserting. As shown, I have inserted a new row into my table account. I specified the all three column name along with its respective values. Let us introduce other values too. I have inserted 3 records using the first format. Now let me insert using the second format. As you can see here, I did not specify the column name, but I only directly gave the values in the same order of the columns, that is the account number, the amount and the branch name. But if suppose I change this order, then it will give me an error. Let us check. As you can see, there is an error, that invalid number, because the system is trying to insert the number 40,000 into the column account number, which is of data type varchar2, whereas 40,000 is of data type number. Now let us try to insert a record in different value. As you can see here, the order specified of columns is different. That is, first I have specified balance, account number and then the branch name. In the similar manner, I have specified the values too. So as shown in first format, it is not necessary to specify columns in a specific order. So if I want to check what are the values inserted, select star from my table name, that is account. So you can see the list of all 5 values that are inserted into my table. Now what about inserting null value into the table? There are 3 different ways in which you can introduce a null value. You can explicitly insert a null value by using insert into the table name, comma, the column name, values and specifying the null keyword. The second way is you can omit the column in an insert using something like insert into the table name, the column name and its values. The third way, you can use a empty single quote as an expression into the related column. Insert into my table, the column name and the values, and the null value is specified in the empty single quotes. Let us see how we can do the same thing in our table. As you can see, I have inserted the null value in the balance column by writing the keyword null. In the second method, I have skipped the balance column and directly introduced only 2 values in my table. In the third method, I have used an empty single quotes. Now let me check the data of the table. So we have total 8 values introduced with 3 null values. These are my references. Thank you.